Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jelly bear, 'cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh, yeah. Gummy, 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 gummy bear.
Change your mind, change your life. And welcome back to another edition of Running with James. If you're new to the channel, thank you for making it in. Today we're doing a shoe review. If you would take a moment, simply subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell so that you know when something new drops. It helps out the channel, and we want to create a great community, which includes you. So today, that's right, we are going to be giving you our full review of the New Balance FuelCell Rebel V2. Now, we've worn the V1 before, and I'm going to tell you that this thing has been completely redesigned from the bottom up. And so, as usual, we'll start with the upper. We'll talk about the midsole, work our way to the outsole, everything we like, we dislike, and at the end of this video, you'll know whether this is a must-have or something you should sleep on. So to start out with the upper, this is synthetic mesh construction, right? Has a very simple lace closure, which offers a pretty secure fit. Has a molded collar that has a nice amount of foam around the edges. That offers a pretty good lockdown fit for your heel. In fact, in the heel, you've got a nice little pocket that just allows your heel to slip into it, so you feel pretty locked in, no slippage whatsoever. The upper itself is like I said, it's a mesh constructed upper. Now, it's very, very thin, and so, that's kind of the trend nowadays, is that they have these very thin uppers that are breathable. You can really see through them. If you shine a light through it, you can see through them. And I will say it is extremely comfortable. I really like the fit of this upper. Now, the tongue is a very thin tongue, but it is a unattached tongue. So it doesn't have the gusset, or it's not attached to the actual upper of the shoe itself. But it lays flat, didn't have any problems whatsoever. And usually with an unattached tongue, it's a mess. It seems like it's a problem just to get it to lay down, but this is a fully covered tongue, so it lays down really nice, gets in there really well. Like the laces, I love the configuration of how it comes in, so you really get a very good lockdown fit. Now, the upper is very roomy. So if you are someone like myself, now I have a full foot, right? I would not say a wide foot, I have a full foot. And so sometimes I get little hot spots right on my little pinky toe. This shoe is not a problem with that. This is a very forgiving upper, I would say, right? So you've got plenty of foot volume. So the top of that shoe, you have plenty of foot width. But if you have a narrow foot, right? If you consider yourself to have a narrow foot, this shoe may be a little sloppy for you, maybe a little open, maybe a little too full for you. So you may have to, I wouldn't say size down, but you may have to really lock this bad boy down, or it may really not work for you. So for me, I like this upper. It's very comfortable. It allows you to good lockdown fit, and it's cool. And it adds to one of the favorite parts of this shoe. It's light, very light. All right, now moving on to the midsole. Now, we all know if you wear shoes, this is where the magic either happens or doesn't happen. We can put up with a little bit of a hot spot. We can put up with a warm upper. We can even put up with an outsole that, is a little less than to be desired. But if you don't have that midsole, especially nowadays with all the technology, there's just no point, right? And so FuelCell is exactly that. That is their foam they are using. This is actually the same exact foam in the FuelCell Rebel that they're using in the RC Elite, right? The RC Elite 2. So that's their marathon racing shoe. And so this foam is very comfortable. It is light. It is squishy. It is comfortable. I will say it's not super snappy though, because it is so soft. You can see how squishy soft it is. I don't feel like you really get the rebound that you would get from a lot of the, more up-tempo style shoes. Now this is the FuelCell Rebel, right? And so the first version of the shoe was marketed as a speedy, fast day kind of shoe, and it was a very fast shoe. For me, the only downside was it didn't have enough foam under it, and so anything over like say 6 miles or so, it just really kind of beat your feet up a little bit, just because it didn't have enough underfoot, even though it was snappy, but it wasn't super cushiony. Now this isn't as snappy, but it's way more cushiony, and there is more underfoot. And so I believe in the heel, we've got it right at 30 millimeters in the heel and 24 millimeter stack height in the forefoot, which gives us a 6 millimeter drop, which I love that drop. It's a great drop. New Balance does a lot of 6 and 8 millimeter drops. And so you got plenty under your forefoot, you got plenty under the heel, so it is a great transition. You even have that rocker there at the front. And so for me, I really do like this foam. Now this is a neutral daily trainer, okay? So it does not offer a ton of stability, especially with this squishy foam, right? So if you're looking for a stability shoe, this is not gonna be the shoe for you, right? But if you're looking for a foam that is bouncy and comfortable, and a foam that is going to probably get, a lot of different runs in it, so you can go fast. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can't go fast with this foam, but the foam is really squishy, right? So you don't get a lot of that energy return that you're looking for. And so I'm wondering if they put a nylon plate in this sucker, like say Saucony did on the Speed 2, which I loved the Speed. The Endorphin Speed. In fact, I like the Endorphin Speed better than the Pro, which was their racer. That would probably do something. So what I'm really interested in is that RC Elite 2, because it's going to have that carbon fiber plate. It's going to have more of this foam in there. So I'm wondering, man, I bet you that shoe's going to be nice. We're going to find out for sure. So for me, I really do enjoy the foam. I think it's something we can do long runs in. I've had it up to like a 12, 13 mile long run. I've done some up-tempo stuff in it as well. Wasn't a huge fan on the up-tempo, but it can be done. But as far as a daily trainer, this foam can get it done. Moving on to the outsole. So the outsole is New Balance's endurance rubber. Now, whereas the rubber is good, and when I say good, I mean it's got grip, right? So I ran in wet weather, on grass, on turf, on tracks, on the gravel, on roads, even those aluminum steps at the bleachers, done some bleacher workouts in this thing. The grip is there, right? You're not slipping, you're not sliding, but I think they picked the wrong word using the word endurance, because this foam, or this rubber actually, is already starting to wear out. So I have a little over 50 miles in the last few weeks on this shoe, and you can already tell, right? Just kind of looking at the tip right there a little bit, it's wearing down. Now, the rubber is extremely thick, but it's super duper soft, which, good, bad, however you want to say it. I don't think you're going to get a ton of longevity or a long life out of this rubber. So whereas with the foam and the upper, I think you might be able to get 300-400 miles out of the shoe. The rubber probably is not going to last that long. And so that's left to be seen, right? So we'll see how that rubber lasts. But it's sticky, it works, just not super tough. What is our verdict for the New Balance FuelCell Rebel V2? Well, if you haven't guessed it already, we like this shoe. It's a lightweight daily trainer. You can go long miles, you can use it on your trash days. The nice, easy, slow miles is soft enough to do that. It's got plenty of squish in there. You can go up tempo if you want to. Not a ton of snap, but you can still go fast, especially with that 7-ounce weight. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, guys. Yes, the rubber is a little left to be desired, but you know what? It's a great shoe. I think more and more people that try this shoe out are gonna like this shoe than not. If you have a narrow foot, maybe a little bulky for you, but if not, this is gonna be a great shoe. So for us, the New Balance FuelCell Rebel V2 is a must-have. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that review. I hope you learned something from it. Have you tried some of the newer New Balance products? Are you a fan of New Balance? Have you tried the V2? Have you tried this new Rebel? What are your thoughts on the shoe? We want to know down below. Comment down below. Let us know. Are you liking it? Are you digging it? What kind of content do you want to see? You want to see more stuff from New Balance. So we're always looking for the next shoe to review because, hey, I love shoes. I know you love shoes. And not to mention, if we're going to be putting in the miles, right, we want to win the best of the best, right? So I'm really excited about this new, the New Balance RC Elite as well. I think that they've got a lot of good things going on with this Rebel. And so if they've taken it to the next level, I'm excited about it. So I've already got it on order. It's on back order. And I keep getting emails saying, oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Stop telling me it's coming. Bring it, right? So thanks for coming in today, guys. Remember, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, like it. And as always, remember, when you change your mind, you change your life.